Live from historic Fenway Park here in Boston, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Boston Red Sox.
I'm focused, I'm in tune, I'm plotting my next move. I made sure I can't lose by changing my mental. I'm focused, I'm in
Zingy, I know you like the long ball. Well, you've come to the right place.
Yeah, I'm here for the show, Boog. Looks like he's been hitting off a tee lately. Anytime you have this kind of a streak, it not only elevates your team's
Hey, what's going on?
but forces the opposition to game plan around you.
Pitch coming your way next.
yeah, so let's do this.
Just about set to go now, and getting to start, Hal Newhouser.
Boog, over 200 career wins. That's a lot by today's standards. Tells you about the longevity of his career, his ability to work deep into games, even when he doesn't have his best stuff.
Ready to go now? Here's the veteran second baseman, Jackie Robinson.
We got a good series here against the Dodgers. This could be a team that ends up in the World Series from the National League. Braves, Dodgers, Phillies, who I just played against. It's gonna be an interesting one.
The pitch. There's the strike.
First pitch, 7-11.
And he lays down a bunt. Can't pick it up with the bare hand. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
It doesn't surprise anyone when he gets on base by dropping down a bunt. I mean, this is just the latest example of him using his speed to his advantage.
Damn you, Jackie Robinson. What a good play. All in all, though, I feel like Gary Sheffield probably could make that if he did field so well, but
Going off his skills with the bat, that was very nice.
Gary Sheffield's not a great fielder at third, so
First, Robinson back in on a dive. Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. First pitch just misses.
he definitely wasn't out. He was safe, but
Kicks and fires.
yeah,
And that is
Gary would have had him out if he fields and makes a good throw.
Double play ball to second. There's one. How about that double play?
Okay, there we go.
Double play looks so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough.
Oh, you thought he was out on the pickoff. Maybe.
Duke Snyder getting ready to hit another solid power season. And there's a ball.
Might be Hal Newhouser's last start before the trade deadline. So hopefully he can make a good impression for me. His numbers are a little more than what I'd like, but a lot of that wasn't with me. A lot of that was with Detroit. He had a fantastic last game. An average game before that, bad game before that, fantastic game, bad game. So, I don't know, he's my fifth starter, and he should be better than he's been this year.
You're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he
I'll have a decision I got to make on his future.
2 out, space is empty. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Not when it's earned runs, walks, and hits.
Get their turn. No score. Back after this on the show. Back here at Fenway Park and on the hill, Big Tyler Glasnow. What do you have on him?
Second baseman.
Well,
Glasnow's been good for them.
Is just below the league average, and that's a good thing in this case, not allowing too many base runners. So on most days, he's going to go out there and compete and put his team in a position to win, and I expect to see that from him in this one today.
that misses the zone. 2-1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And that's outside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher. But
you don't think he's a good pitcher? He gets injured a lot in real life. I don't think that means he's bad.
In the driver's seat with a 3-1 count.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk. So up next, Hank Aaron.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Fastball for a strike at 95.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time.
Ooh, I'm going to have to pick my spots carefully against Will Smith here. Very accurate. Solid arm strength. Quick reactor with that catcher pop.
Inside the zone, it's trouble.
Runner takes off. Pitching for a strike. And
let's go, Hannes.
Not even close. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game one, so that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Williams.
And next for the Red Sox, Ted Williams.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
In there at the knees for a strike. That's in there. 0-2 now. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter. It just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
So the go-ahead run and scoring
So he got a cannon behind the plate.
Cleanup hitter. Manny
Paul Fellows got a cannon.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Count 1-0.
That one missed.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Ground ball off the middle. That's a base hit. Right past his
Let's go, Manny.
He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and it's 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And with 2 down, the Red Sox. The early lead. Willie Mays digging in now. First pitch misses. That's in the dirt. Next pitch is outside. Red Sox already leading. And that one fouled off.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Yeah, but he's really good at throwing out base runners, huh?
The air out towards right field. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Oh, he botches it. The run scores all the way from first. And they lead by 2.
He almost could have went home. Oh, they're calling that a triple. That is definitely a double and an error. Okay, he tries to make a great play, can't make the great play. Could have played it safe and given up a single. Okay, hold on. Sometimes I don't understand how the scorers score. I guess that's in real life too. Sometimes they score funny in real life too. But, I mean, in my opinion, this could have been a single. He doesn't play right. Jim Rice kind of takes a bad step, which is why I traded him here. Tries to make a great play. Can't make it. Okay. So from here it's a double. That's not an error. But here, that's got to be an error because, I mean, look where Willie Mays is. He bobbles. He just bobbled the ball now. If he picks the ball up and throws it back in, I don't think Willie goes to third. So in my opinion, that's a double and an error in the right fielder, which could have been a single.
Third, 2 outs. Here's the veteran first baseman, David Ortiz. And a strike in there.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
2 outs. Out to short. Bats up with it. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On to the second from Fenway Park. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Second inning set to go. Here's Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani.
Newhouser back to work. That one blasted deep to right. Aaron moving back for it. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Ooh. The first baseman, Gil Hodges.
Perhaps I should have shifted too. Damn. It's a home run in Yankee Stadium.
Steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Man, they got Gil Hodges hitting 5th. Look how this team is deep like my team. Yeah, this dude hit. I guess it's against a lefty. A little bit less power. Ugh, dang.
Just missed. 1 out, base is empty. And a strike.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters. James Kingsley working the plate. Kingsley's pretty well respected around the league.
Yeah, when you talk to players, I think consistently he is one of the guys you hear compliments about. Players appreciate the job he does back there.
Yeah, and that's kind of all you can ask for, really, just a fair chance to go out and have success.
So digging in, Jim Rice. Good power, not great in the OBP department. This one in the air. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Batting 7, the left fielder, Teoscar
And now
Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
Ball 1, no strikes. Just off the inside edge.
As a veteran out there on the bump, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's working inside.
Hodges, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that one missing low. That one is blasted left field towards the monster. Over the monster and onto Lansdowne Street. Home run. His 22nd homer of the year. It's 2-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
Another look at one of the most impressive home runs you'll ever see, as StatCast gives us the full picture.
Yeah, projected more than 480 feet on its way over the fence, and I don't think we could watch this replay enough, Boog. I mean, just incredible. That was a swing that we're not going to soon forget.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Now, Will Smith. That one hit the knees for a strike. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Breaking ball misses down and away. That missed by a lot. Yeah, that's ball 2. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. 2-run shot for the Dodgers this inning. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. You're dialed into the show. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's the third baseman, Gary Sheffield. So you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
1-1.
Check swing, he held up. 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one wrapped foul. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from the same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes, and very difficult to lay off.
And now Ozzie Smith. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
We're watching a former Rays pitcher today in Glasnow. He had plenty of good years in Tampa Bay before being traded. He's not the first pitcher with dominant stuff the Rays have dealt. Blake Snell, David Price, and James Shields definitely come to mind, Boo.
That one fouled off. Next offering way off the plate. Caught him looking for the K.
Batting ninth, the
Jason
catcher.
Varitek up next for the Red Sox.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Nope.
Just missed. Glass now, ready and deals. Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. And it skips into dirt. Fouls one off. 2-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Down in order go the Red Sox. Score remains 2-2. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. McMahon getting to start at third, hitting 9th in today's lineup, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2013. Next one misses, and now 3-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
So up next, Jackie Robinson. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Well, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well, and you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Betts stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. McMahon, the base runner at first with one out. Swinging a foul straight back. Runner on the go. The 1-1 is fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Newhouser checks over to first, and he's back. Man, first one away. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate. People at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
That one pulled foul. Two outs. Pitch misses inside. Ball one. Hit hard on the ground to short. They get the force, and that is that. One left. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
For the Red Sox, the second baseman, Thomas.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. And there's a foul ball. And there's a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it. And that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And fouled off. The 1-1.
Ball two.
Runner at first with no outs here.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second with a stolen base. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the last half of the third. Next pitch misses way outside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with three-hole hitter coming up if he's wrong.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Man at second. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Snyder settles under it. Nabs it. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
The designated hitter, number 9.
Ted Williams digs in now. Went down on strikes his first time through. There's the strike up high. 0-1.
Felt impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Curveball over for a called strike.
0-2.
One away with a runner at third. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout. Runner stays put at third.
That might prove to be a big play in this game. Not only the strikeout, but the effort behind the plate to complete the out and make sure the game stays tied. That's great work behind the dish, and I'm sure he'll get a lot of love from his teammates if they're able to strand that runner now.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Ramirez, the next to hit. Out to short. Betts sends it across to first. That's the third out. And the Red Sox lead one. And this game is still tied at 2-2. Back here in Boston, start of the fourth. Now it's the power speed combo. Shohei Ohtani. In the air, left field, down the line. And that's a foul ball. In for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Got him swinging. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there. And it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Gil Hodges singled and scored his first time. Grounds one to short. Smith in plenty of time to first. 2 up, 2 down.
The right fielder, number 15, Jim Rice.
And now the right fielder, Jim Rice. 0 for 1 so far. There's a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Headed towards the corner, and that is a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Got him. And the Dodgers are set down in order. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. On to the bottom of the 4th. This game's tied 2-2. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Really? Hey!
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
You know, these Red Sox showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And that's in the dirt.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Now pitching for
Clayton Kershaw is forced to the mound after the injury.
So at this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Got him swinging. And that's strikeout number 3,000. Another of baseball's special milestones has been reached in his incredible career.
Well, we talk a lot about the 3,000 hit club for hitters. For pitchers, 3,000 strikeouts, I think, is an even more exclusive club. Only a few guys have made it this far, and every one of them absolutely a true legend.
David Ortiz up next for the Red Sox. And a foul ball. For Kershaw, the resume speaks for itself. 3 Cy Youngs, an MVP, and one of the best sliders the game has ever seen. On the ground, right side. He steps on the bag. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Now batting, the third baseman, Gary.
Still stepping in for Boston, Gary Sheffield. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And there's the strike.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
And ball 1. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But, yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Smith gets it to first. Red Sox go 1-2-3. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
Can't seem to save a single thing. Who's afraid of evil things? Constitute the time of people's dreams. Or from the norm, we appear quite average. No mask, no costume, no priest.
Newhouser back to work. That one in the dirt, and that's ball one.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end. Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Smith stands in now and watches strike one. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. Fouled off left side. All tied up, and we're at the top of the fifth. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. And that skips in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Off the mark there. And the count's even at 2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. That one is absolutely belted. Mays going back on it. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Typically not easy to go deep to center field, but he almost did right there and got a little help from the wind, just not enough.
Swing and a foul out of play.
No, inside.
Fastball for a strike. Well, it was bumpy in the early going for the lefty, but he settled into a really nice groove. That's off the mark. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count.
2 strikes.
And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Draws the walk there. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. And up next for Los Angeles, Jackie Robinson.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Inside corner, that's a strike. 1 and 2. Started after the 1-2 pitch, appeal to first, and he won around. Not an easy call there, but we head to the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in for Boston, Ozzie Smith.
We about to ride.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter. Nico Horner. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Kershaw, a multi-Cy Young Award winner. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a curve, and occasionally works in a splitter. Hernandez makes the play. One up, one down.
The catcher, number 33,
Jason Varitek up next for the Red Sox. His first at-bat was a strikeout. That misses the zone, and that's ball one. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. And there's a ball. That one missed.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Outside ball 4.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Wagner up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Varitek leads off first with one away. Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls. Hit in the air, right field. 2 down. And next for the Red Sox, Hank Aaron. First pitch, and he just misses.
Counts 1-0.
Kershaw deals. That's inside.
That's inside.
Just missed. Fastball for a strike. And now 3-1. And that one fouled off.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory. Average going up, OBP. Everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Ted Williams up next for the Red Sox. That's a slider for a strike. Second and third, 2 down. That one hit to right. Rice in position. Drops into the glove. That is the inning. It's that time of the season. Let's check. Check out some notable trade candidates. And that is out of play. The shortstop takes the ball.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at-bat.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Next to hit, Duke Snyder. 0 for 2 in this one. Late swing, foul to the left.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Foul ball there. Going to count 1 and 2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
That misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that one hammered out towards left field. That one back there, and it is gone way over the monster. His 23rd of the year, and that gives him a lead. It's 3-2.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
So 1 out, nobody on. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Ohtani measures 6 feet 4 inches. 30 years old now. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. That one misses, and it's 1-0. And that drops in for a strike. Well, Singy, when you come to Fenway Park, I think the first thing that you think about and you picture the Green Monster. What's it like standing there playing with that thing behind you?
Now, I'll tell you this. It is an experience your first time in here if you're playing the outfield with the Green Monster, because it plays like no other wall in all of baseball. You really have to pay attention during batting practice, but still a cool place to play, and it was one of my favorites.
1 out, bases empty, and a run in, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That one not close, and the count is even 2-2. In front of the Green Monster at Fenway, they used to have Duffy's Cliff, which basically was an angled spot going up to the Monster. That couldn't have been a lot of fun to play in front of.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still laid on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Gil Hodges now at the plate, 1 for 2.
I mean, the Green Monster's enough. You're going to add something else to it. It's like miniature golf or something, but I can only imagine how difficult it was to navigate out there in the outfield.
Right through there for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's his 9th strikeout so far. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now a 3-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here is Manny Ramirez. And the pitch. Hard hit left side. To first. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Willie Mays. Up next for the Red Sox. This guy with big-time power and an elite defender. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. The Dodgers up by a run here in the bottom of the sixth. And takes low for ball one.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Kershaw fires. Headed towards the corner. Rice running hard to get it. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Out to short. Bats up with it. Mays retired at first.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there. Just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
Ortiz now at the plate as he swings. Through strike one. Check swing called strike.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Ball 1.
On the ground to third. McMahon fires over to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Red Sox go down quietly. They're down 3-2. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Right.
First pitch just misses.
1-0.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
1-1.
Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Misses off the plate, and that's ball 3. Fought off foul. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Mays going back on it. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Well, I didn't think he got it off the bat, but the wind made it a lot more interesting than expected. Nice job of the center fielder. Puts it all the way back to the warning track. Man.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez, and he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the second inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
Fouled off. He was late. Pitch misses, and it's 1-1. Fouled off left side. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. He'll wind the kick in the 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
Way upstairs. And the count now even up. That one missing inside.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Swings and misses, struck him out. The batter now will be Will Smith. Infield shifted to the pull side. First offering, and it just misses.
Now just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
That's a strike, and the count even at 1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one the other way, and a base hit right there. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Red Sox bullpen. Hal Newhouser won't go any further tonight, and he kept him in it even though he's in line for the loss right now. New arm when we come back.
Pitching
and so the Red Sox go to the bullpen. Lee Smith.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Smith off of first with 2 away. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Horner makes the play, and that is that. So the Dodgers leave 1, but they still lead at 3-2.
Now pitching.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Late Trinan.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time. There's a reason they're put in these situations.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Swing and a foul out of play. Looking to get the tying run on base.
1 ball,
and that's down and away. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And the tying run is on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Once you get all by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Looks like a pinch hitter for the Red Sox, Adrian Beltre.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
That's in there. And it's 0-1. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
In the dirt, but kept close. No movement. Now a ball and 2 strikes. With the tying run on at first, here the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Right through there for a strike. Up the middle, makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Honus Wagner. Betts. They take the force out, and that is that. They get a lead off. Back here in Fenway. We go to the 8th. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Jackie Robinson. Cut on and lifted in the air, Ramirez. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 down. Here's Mookie now. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And that one is downstairs. Ball 1. Smith, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a cutter, and occasionally uses a forkball. Next offering is in for a strike. There's the swing and a miss.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and it clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Misses. 2-2. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Dennis Eckersley appears to be getting loose. Miller, a left-hander, also throwing. And that's outside.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. On a line, base hit. So he ends up with a hit after seeing a lot of pitches. That was a good at-bat.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here's the center fielder, Duke Snider. He had a big swing back in the the 6th, the solo shot that figures into this game in a pretty big way right now.
Yeah, that was a big swing of the bat, and he's going to be looking for more, trying to add on to this lead right here.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. The next pitch misses. 2 balls, no strikes.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Fastball for a strike. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Throws to second for 1, and that's 2. 1 hit. New pitcher for the Dodgers, Tanner Scott.
And this is his 40th appearance of the season, so he's starting to log a decent amount of work this year.
Hank at the plate now. That's ball 1. And that's off the inside edge. And now 2-0.
No strike.
And that drops in for a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Next offering upstairs.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
And the tying run is on base.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day 1.
No outs, runner at first. And next is the designated hitter, Ted Williams. That one outside. Ball 1. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
And that one fouled off.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Runner on the go. Fights it off. You'll see another. Holding on to a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Runner goes again. Pitch outside. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight 1-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
So the tying run at second. Battling here as he fouls it away. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Snyder going after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Manny Ramirez. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
To third, McMahon. Throw to first in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Tanner Scott is done, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. So they turn to their closer, Bruce Sutter.
He's doing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
Squirts away a little bit. Hank up to third on the wild pitch.
Have to be really sure you can make it safely to third when you're in scoring position and 2 outs. Got to get that run across. Very important. Does a nice job of reading it. Gets to third base. Base hit! Hank comes around to score. It's an RBI single. A big 2-out hit, and the game is tied. Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. Well, there he doesn't try to do too much.
So stepping in for Boston, David Ortiz. And that's downstairs. And that is ball 1. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Kirby Yates looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Garcia getting loose as well. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Ball, 1 strike.
2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. And a count 1-2. Two outs. A little bit low. Nope. Now 2-2.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Two now. Good job to fight that one off. Mays leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
And a swing and a miss. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. But the RBI single pushes across a run. We're tied now with 3 apiece. Back here at Fenway, now here is Shohei Ohtani. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Smith back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, and at bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
No, that's down.
That one is upstairs. Pitch misses there. Now 3-1.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Got him! And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Red Sox bullpen. Lee Smith done for the night, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for the Red
Here comes the closer here in the ninth, Dennis Eckersley.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
Next to hit, Gil Hodges. And that one fouled off. All tied up here at the top of the ninth. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
1-2 here. Next offering misses down and away.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
That's out to center field. Mays has it sized up. Makes the grab, and there's 2 away. And next for L.A.,
now
Jim Rice.
The right field.
0 for 3 in this one.
Right.
That's off the mark, and that's ball 1. Eckersley, over 200 career wins, and they traded for him earlier this year. The 1-1. Right through there for a strike. And a swing and a miss. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Offense held in check there. Bottom part of the order. 7, 8, 9. 2 up. Bottom of the 9.
Leading off.
And stepping in for Boston, Gary
Third baseman, Gary Sheffield.
Inside. And it's 1-0.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
And it's even up.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. Now it's going to be Adrian Beltre. He's 0 for 1.
Beltre.
That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Fastball for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started.
Now
3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Here's Elias Diaz. He's 0 for 1. First pitch misses. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Next offering is downstairs.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Over to first. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed back inside Fenway Park. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Eckersley back to work. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1-1.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Tosses to first, and here in the 10th, the leadoff man is out. Making a move at second base. On the pinch run for the Dodgers, Luis Aparicio. So the go-ahead run is scoring position. Will Smith to the plate. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Next offering is down low.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. The run comes in from second, and they've got the lead in extra innings.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. That one finds the zone.
0-1.
Smith, the runner at second with 1 away. And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. And that chance handled by Willie Mays. 2 away down. Jackie Robinson steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Jackie Robinson.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Dennis Eckersley will depart, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Andrew Miller taking over on the mound.
30.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boo. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
That clips a corner. Hit on the ground to short. Now he launches a throw over his head, and this ball's going to wind up out of play. So a big-time costly mistake there.
Betts.
Here's Mookie now. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in extra innings. It's in and out of his glove. Still able to fire over. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. They put 2 on the board on 1 base hit, an error, and 1 left. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom. Tommy Edman into the game now on defense, but in a string. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Honus Wagner. And a pitch. That's outside. Ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Tying run at the plate. That one a little bit high, and it's 2-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And it remains 2-2. Man at second. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball. fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
And next for the Red Sox, Hank Aaron. This guy with light tower power. And the first pitch misses for ball one. With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. And that is out of play. Late swing, fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
The tying run at the plate. To the right side. Robinson whips it to first. Only one out left for the Red Sox. Next is the designated hitter, Ted Williams. 0 for 4 with a pair of strikeouts and a pair of flyouts. Inside, just missed. Diaz on third with 2 out. And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
That misses, and it's 3-0.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either.
And now 3-1.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing, you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Ball 4, he walked in, and that'll keep the line moving.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. There's some hot water trying to protect this lead.
Here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Manny Ramirez.
Running at first base, number 52, Pete Armstrong.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Ball 1 there.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
With the winning run at the plate. And here in extra innings. There goes the runner. Pitch misses. Save at second, and that was not close. One strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do